back to Talkora English for Newbie. Let's begin together. Today's story is Home Alone Adventure, and it all starts with an exciting family trip.
Emma and John's parents were leaving for a short trip, and for the very first time, the kids would stay home completely alone. An exciting, rule-free afternoon was about to begin.
With no rules and no cleaning, Emma and John turned the living room into their very own snack party paradise. But their fun was about to be interrupted by a call they weren't quite ready for. The phone was ringing, and in a flash, Emma and John rushed to clean up every last trace of their snack party. They answered just in time, but the day's real surprise was still waiting outside the house. Unknown to Emma and John, a sneaky burglar was outside, and he had just spotted the chimney as his way in. As night fell over the house, danger was quietly climbing closer. Shh. A loud thump echoed through the house, and Emma and John sat up in fear. And the siblings had a big decision to make.
Emma knew they could not fight the intruder alone, and she remembered exactly what her parents had taught her. Quietly, she reached for the phone. It was time to call for real help. In a hushed voice, Emma gave the police her name and address, and John listened closely, feeling a little braver already. Help was on the way, but the siblings knew that working as a team, Emma and John built a clever trap using marbles, rope, and sticky syrup. Now, all they could do was wait and hope their plan would actually work.
Just as planned, the trap worked perfectly, and the police arrived to catch the tangled, sticky intruder. Emma and John had done it, but their parents were about to get the biggest phone call of their trip.
Ethan and Grace rushed home and held their brave children close, so grateful they were safe. That night, the family learned an important and let the grown-ups handle danger.
Welcome back to English for Newbie. Let's begin together. Today's story is First Day of School, where a big, exciting morning is about to begin.
Tomorrow was a very big day, the first day of school.
And the whole family was getting ready together. But when morning came, waking up would turn out to be the very first challenge. John begged for just 5 more minutes of sleep, but Dad's cheerful rooster call left him no choice. Now came the real test of the morning, getting ready all by themselves.
John was so proud of dressing himself, but his buttons told a very different story. Luckily, a delicious surprise from Dad was waiting downstairs to fix everyone's mood.
Dad turned breakfast into a 5-star restaurant experience, making everyone laugh before the big day. But underneath John's smile, a few nervous butterflies were already starting to flutter. In the back seat, John's tummy felt like little beans were ground if her friends would remember her. Mom had comforting answers for both of them, but the school gates were now just moments away. Emma quietly asked if other kids felt nervous too, and Mom's warm answer made her feel so much better. With her worries eased, Emma was finally ready to face whatever waited at the school gates. As the car pulled up, Emma and John saw the school gates buzzing with excitement, noise, and color. It was time to step out and finally walk into their very first day.
Holding hands tightly, Emma and John stepped into the busy schoolyard, surrounded by new faces and noise. Then, a familiar voice called out Emma's name.
Emma!
It was Sarah! Emma's worries melted away instantly. She ran to greet her old friend with a friends by their school. The day was about to become truly special. By the time the school bell rang, Emma and John, their first day of school had begun, and it was already one to remember. Welcome to school, everyone. Come on inside.
Welcome back to English for Newbies. Let's begin together. Today's story is Taking a Taxi Alone, where one brave boy's afternoon takes an unexpected turn.
But as the clock ticked toward pickup time, something was about to go very wrong.
John waited eagerly by the gate, sure that Dad, who was always on time, would arrive any minute. But minute after minute passed, and there was still no sign of the car.
Ethan was completely stuck in a massive traffic jam, watching the minutes tick by helplessly. And just when things couldn't get worse, his phone battery was about to die. Ethan's phone died completely, right when he needed it most, leaving him with no way to call John. Meanwhile, back at the school gate, John was starting to feel very alone in the growing darkness.
As it grew dark and cold, John felt scared and alone, wondering why Dad still hadn't come. Thankfully, a kind school guard noticed him and offered to help.
Let's get you inside where it's warm. John tried calling Dad, then Mom, but neither phone call went through, and worry crept in. Remembering what Mom had taught him, John suddenly knew exactly what to do
I should
next.
talk to the school office.
Remembering his mother's lessons, brave little John decided to take a taxi home all by himself. Buckled in and address in hand, his biggest adventure yet was just beginning.
During the ride, John watched the city lights pass by, asking the kind driver questions about the glowing meter. Slowly but surely, his own street began to come into view. John paid the driver with his own pocket money, just like Mom had taught him, and stepped safely onto his porch. Behind that door, his family was about to get the surprise of their lives.
Mom hugged John tightly, so relieved he was safe, while Dad apologized for being so late. That night, the family agreed. John had been amazing. They would always wait for the grown-ups together.